we're going to talk today not about ideas and the graphic designer part, we're going to talk and what the CMYK equivalent. Some colors are right on and some are way off, especially the purples and the blues. So this is called a bridge, a color bridge. This shows you the Pantone color and then what it'll look like in CMYK values. Isn't that cool? So you need to have one of those books later on when you like, and then you say, I'm going to take that Pantone equivalent. And, you know, in other words, what will happen is the pressman will be running at CMYK. He'll have this book and he'll get to the color that you want here, knowing that you want it to be close. Yeah.
Oh,
so you're
he'll
doing
just change it.
Yeah, he can adjust it
So
on
you
the
can
press.
make notes of those things.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Oh,
I mean,
okay.
but he should be able to get. It's a bit of an art. It's not just
Yeah.
a science, but he'll try to get that close in CMYK, but he may not always get it bang on.
Okay, cool.
Okay, let me just open up a little. We do a lot of. Believe me, these files are huge that we get from Apple. They're huge, and they're for bus shelters, and they're more than we need for a poster 22 by 28. We get ones that you could do a wall poster with, but they always make sure they have enough resolution. So we'd rather have more resolution and throw it out, not need it, than to have too little and have a bitmapped image, you know, with little staircases on the picture. So resolution, you check it here, you know, this puppy in links shows you that it's CMYK, status, okay, size 53 megabytes, so that's not that big actually. CMYK, 6,000 by 6,000 pixel dimension, blah blah blah. So just make sure you're 300 dpi for your final size as, okay? Because if I took this picture and I blew it up 200%, what's going to happen to my DPI? It's going to be half, right? So going from 300 dpi, if I blow it up 200, it's going to go down to 150. Not good, not acceptable. You know, so just remember that it has to be 300 at size as. Okay, so that's good. We got that. If I go to stroke, I look at my choices in the weight. Oh, guess what? They've gotten rid of hairline. Good. In the latest version of InDesign, there is no hairline. So you've got 0, 0.25, 0.5. I'd say 0.25 is the smallest you want to go on a key line or a black line. Okay? So no hairlines. If you have things called clipping paths, you know when you have, let's say, a picture of a person and you want to take that guy out and you want to put him on a purple background, so you have to clip him out. And there's a tool, you do that in Illustrator, although you can do it in InDesign too. It's a tool that you draw a path around the guy, right? And that's called a clipping path, so you can clip him out. Don't do a clipping path with gazillion points, you know, where you're touching every little point, you know, it'll take you half a day to do it around him. You basically want to draw a path that has lots of curves and what we call vectors. Vectors are a straight line or a curved line between 2 points. A pixel, as you know in a photograph, is those little squares of color. But when you have a vector, you have a much smoother, cleaner line. So all these graphics that are logos, type, those are all vector-based. They're not pixel-based. That makes them sharp and clean and smooth, okay?
They were tracing the RBC logo yesterday.
Ah, very good. Okay.
That was their exercise
hard,
with the
you know.
pen tool, yeah?
Oh man, to get those
In Illustrator.
arcs to curve, or it takes...
Tell them how important that is, really important.
It is important, yeah, because if you clip it wrong, then you know you knock off a piece of the logo or whatever. If you don't clip it close enough, then you get a little of the background of the other picture coming through. So, yeah, but those are vectors, and vectors are very important. They are independent of resolution. A vector logo, if it's all vectors, meaning points with curved lines joining the points, I could do that the size of the CN Tower and it wouldn't lose any resolution because it's a different, you know, it can be tiny, it can be like, whereas photos, 300 dpi, you all talked about that. Are you working on a project now that you have any questions about? Are you doing a poster or a newsletter or anything?
They're doing a menu for a restaurant.
Oh, a menu, very good.
We still have to do a final briefing on it.
Okay, good.
I was in Florida for 2 weeks, so I just came back. Now we gotta.
Yeah.
So they're doing a one-sided menu.
One-sided
on
menu.
11 by
Okay.
17, I believe, right? 11 by 17.
I think it's two-sided.
So is it two-sided?
Two-sided, yeah.
My bad, two-sided.
No, no, no.
It's logo in one side, and the other
That's
side
right,
is
the
the
other
list,
side. Okay.
list of the meal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Two-sided
you're going to
menu.
be dealing with
Rest of the
fonts and type, obviously. You're going to be dealing with images. Maybe they're going to be vector, like the Indian sign file, and sort of do an analysis. Do what I talked to you about. I'll check the links. I'll check, is everything here? Is everything ready to go? Is the resolution good? And so I'll see it's page 1, page 2. And usually the client will send a hard copy. Good idea, you guys. Print out your menu. There's nothing like a good black and white or color proof to give and say, this is what I'm going for. Because then there's no guessing, right? And so I really recommend you print out a color. Go to Kinko's. They have great color printers there if you don't have one at home. And just take the file, take it as a PDF, for example, and they can print it out. No
Can I
problem.
add to that as well? Usually the job docket will say 4/0 means it's
Right.
one-sided. 4/4 means double-sided.
Yeah, 4 colors over 4 colors. By the way, just about PDFs, InDesign gives you many options when you're creating a PDF. Always pick the one that is, always pick, sorry, the one that is press ready. Okay, write that down. P-R-E-S-S. Not print ready. Print ready works for, you know, your nice desktop printers and stuff. But press ready gets the file ready with all the resolution that you need. Does the color work for you? Change it. If, you know, sometimes it even will change an RGB to CMYK, but I recommend you do that in Photoshop first. But when you're preparing a PDF, press ready, okay? Follow that. Then you're going to be okay. You're going to have enough resolution. Museum, every time you go to an institution, grab their stuff just to see what's out there. See what's cool, what's hot with fonts and stuff like that. Thank you. All right, good luck. You're all going to be just fine. RGD, okay? As soon as you're finished, you phone me. All right, all right. I get a commission. No, no.
We deal with, there have been some students, once they left, they tried it on their own, whenever they contact me. Like I'm gonna tell you guys, once you've got my card and that, if you have any questions at any time, feel free to email me or give me a call. No problem talking to anybody. A job that's borderline for my existing clients, I might show them 2 prices. You can do it digital for $200 or you can print it for $400. I can give them that option. But they're getting a bit smarter now. They'll ask me what's the digital price on it. And it's something we have to compete with everybody because there's hundreds.